Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 13th to the 19th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're gonna jump right into it. First of all, it's so good to see you, Sagittarius. This is gonna be a big week, okay? Especially for you, okay? And I really want you to pay attention to what I say with the full moon because it's a loaded full moon, right? It's like a potato with all the toppings. It's really big. And you see, we end the week with one of the most powerful aspects, our first conjunction of the year. And we're going to have this many times, and I'll walk you through that as well. But I want you to know you can like stretch a little bit this week. You can breathe, you can sigh, because we're finally leaving those heavy energies of Mars opposite Pluto, Jupiter square Saturn. We even had those really strong X-class, solar flares that came through. So y'all, listen, some of y'all may have felt drained. Maybe your circadian rhythm was off with sleep. Were you getting some sleep, Sagittarius? Were you thinking about a lot of things? Now, again, we're leaving those energies, okay? Mars is still going to be retrograde, and I'm going to talk about that for you, all right? Because we're going to the midpoint of that. But I want you to remember that Venus is in Pisces all month. Big, all right? So all week, that's compassion, empathy, kindness, spirituality, and it is in Pisces, right? With the North Node now. The North Node just moved into Pisces, so you've got that there, Sagittarius. That's not it. You also have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So you've got this stellium in Pisces. What does that mean? You have a lot of emphasis on home, family, children, the foundations of your life, maybe even ancestry, maybe even real estate. But there's got to be a big emphasis here. Now, home is going to be a really, really big theme for you this week because of the moon in Cancer. I also want to remind you that Mercury is in Capricorn, okay? Remember, that's business in the front and the back. That's no nonsense thinking, reading, writing, communicating, speaking, building upon long-term goals and commitments, all right? You're going to have a lot of flexibility because there is so much mutable energy this week, and you are a mutable sign as well. So just set yourself up. Okay, set everything up for the big thing that you want to launch at the end of the month when we have that new moon in Aquarius. So this week, Monday, January 13th, we had the full moon in Cancer. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time because, like I said, it is loaded. Full moons illuminate a lot for you, but this one is particularly eye-opening, okay? For y'all, this is going to be big. It's in your 8th house, all right? So let me just tell you about the full moon. As we know, full moons are emotional, but this one's going to be very, very emotional. Possibly there will be an intensity with emotions for you, for Sagittarius, because Mars is retrograde, but also conjuncting the moon, okay? That's all your 8th house, death and rebirth, transformation, okay? It's also, there's a depth with love, with relationships here, yeah? There also maybe business partnerships, money, matters, shared resources, all on the table, okay? The moon just happens to rule Cancer, right? And so the moon is at home in Cancer. We have this full moon in Cancer, and that's all about the home, family, children, your foundation. So you see the overlap that's happening this week for you. Huge, huge, huge theme of home with all this, 4th house activation. And you may be going into mama bear mode now, all right? Remember, Cancer still is that cardinal sign. And that is another thing. If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your moon or your rising or for your kid or, your husband, whoever it is, just know all the cardinal signs, which would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, really affected and impacted by this full moon, okay? So remember, moon in Cancer is mothering energy. It's nurturing energy. You're going to really tap into that. The other reason why it's at 24 degrees, and that is a cardinal degree. 24 degrees is very intuition based, and 24, break that down, 24 equals 6. So the alignment in numerology is also here, and it's really strong, okay? 6 is considered like the perfect number, according to Pythagoras, right? Because 6 is the sum and the product of the first 3 numbers. I will not go into that. I will tell you that he Pythagoras, this is around 500 BCE. So if you saw your annual forecast or 2025 forecast, I told you that there's going to be a lot of things that happen this year that we haven't seen, okay? Transits, aspects since mid 500 BCE. And that was a time of a lot of philosophers. That was a time of the Bodhi tree. There's a lot of that with the North Node moving into Pisces, going to be a very spiritual year, right? Philosophical as well. Now 6 is it's just a lower vibration of 12, which is like the perfect number. But again, 6 is all about harmony, harmonizing. It's loving, nurturing energy. So again, you're going to feel this, okay? And maybe even like defensive mode, like defending, protective mode, okay? But it's still full moon, so you're letting something go. And again, this full moon in Cancer, conjuncting Mars, is in your 8th house. Death and rebirth, okay? So you need something to, right, for you to have this rebirth in your life, this new direction in your life. Now, full moon will also sextile Uranus, the planet of surprises, while the sun will trine Uranus. So you see, Uranus is very active at this time as well. Sun trine Uranus is very stimulating. And now that, Uranus is in the mix, all the fixed signs, that'd be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, if that's your rising or your moon. Wow, you're going to feel this as well, really strongly. Everyone's impacted, though. Now, what does this mean? All these Uranus aspects. Well, these are big moments of breakthrough that's happening during the full moon, asking you to let something go. So Sagittarius, for you especially, and that's why I'm getting really, charged up here. You've got this window of opportunity to finally let something go that you do not want to bring into 2025, okay? Full moons illuminate, they're culminating, right? Something in your life coming, there's an ending to something, but also maybe even just a turning point. You ending one phase, moving into this new phase. All of this Uranus activity is opportunity for breakthrough, breaking free. It's liberating, okay? It's revolutionary. You could get some exciting news around this time, but there is a sense of knowing nothing is impossible because there's so many unexpected things that can happen. But remember, these are great Uranus aspects, and it is in your 6th house. So that's everyday activities, that's health matters, okay, as well. That's work is going to be a big thing for you here. All right, employees, your duties and responsibilities when it comes to work, but you may have some really big lightning bulb and even lightning bolt moments because it is Uranus, right? So just keep that in mind. This is a very intuition based full moon. I mean, that's what the moon is, right? But with all these aspects, just the fact that the moon is in Cancer, that's big, okay? And I always say it, everyone has intuition. It's tapping into it that makes the difference, right? This is a time where you can have your Whoopi Goldberg and ghost moment, all right? So just clear the decks here. There's something, and a lot of y'all are going to find it within you, something about you that you're like, okay, this is not my authentic self, or this has just been building up so long. I've got to take care of it now, all right? Because you're about to move into some stronger energies throughout January, all right? Now, the other thing that's happening is the moon and Mars will be trining Neptune. Mars trines Neptune the day before the full moon, so you have that overlap here. But this is helping you see what you need to see. It's kind of like, when you watch a TV show, season 3 or 4 of something, you see all those Easter eggs referencing, something in season 1, and you get really excited and you're like aware. But now this is for you spiritually being awake and seeing the things that you have to face, okay? With Mars here, all right? Just continue to dream big. It's Neptune, okay? Love, compassion, spirituality, imagination, all of that's going to be really heightened. And of course, remember what I said, intuition, but really strong creativity energy here, all right? If you're an artist, you're going to love this, okay? Now, like I said earlier, the full moon will be conjuncting Mars, and this is tight, all right? This is a tight conjunction. And we're gonna have the moon conjunct Mars just a couple times in 2024. Yeah. But this one is particularly emotional and sensitive because Mars, remember, is retrograde. Does not like being retrograde. Mars is in Cancer. Wait, it doesn't like being in Cancer. So remember, you're already in mama bear mode around this time. A lot of you are going to feel this full moon days before it happens, and a lot of y'all are going to feel it up to a week, 2 weeks. It's that strong, okay, with all these aspects. So you could feel extra sensitive around this full moon. But remember, Mars is here. And so Mars conjuncting the moon, the best thing to do here is to be physically active, to, sweat it out, right? Go for a run, go for a jog, go do something active, okay? Remember, Mars is physicality. uh, you know, go to the, broccoli store, buy some broccoli, whatever it is, move around, paint, garden, write a book, right? Remember, Neptune is active. Your imagination is going to be whoosh. So it is a time to avoid confrontations because remember, this is affecting everyone and everyone's emotions are going to be heightened and people may say or do things that you're just like, but you want to express your emotions, with this high frequency, okay? Being true to yourself and being very diplomatic. Remember, this is definitely dance. Go dance. That's Neptune here. All right. So the fact that Mars is in Cancer, I was going to say, remember that rules the home, right? Cancer. So build a tree house, build a dog house, build a bird feeder, cook, do something, throw away the pumpkins that are still on your porch from Halloween. Just be active around the home, and you're going to thank me for that. And you're going to see how that when you're doing these things come up, and you're ready, to release things. Okay, so now the moon. The last thing about this full moon, I see like I told you, it's loaded. The moon and Mars will be opposite Pluto. So remember, we're at the tail end of Mars opposite Pluto. However, you got the moon opposite Pluto. So yes, there can be some egos at play still. There could be some power struggles. But when you got the moon opposite Pluto, that's some emotional manipulation that could be happening around this time. And again, it could be you. And that's why I want you to trust your intuition because this is a deeply transformative full moon. And again, especially for you, because for all Sagittarians, it's in your 8th house of transformation. It's also super psychological here. You're going to really be like, things are going to be percolating, right? With Pluto at play, Pluto in Aquarius in your 3rd house, all up here. Okay. So really get to the bottom of things, really go deep subconsciously, even if you have to. Release. It's all about release, letting things go. Things are going to start changing for you anyway. Things are going to be illuminated for you as full moons do. But it will be better if you're the one that's illuminating things. All right. Now, Tuesday, Sagittarius. I'm here for you. Tuesday, January 14th, Venus will square Jupiter. Here's the thing. It's not a big deal. If anything, it's just all about compromise around this time. This one is definitely going to be likely Venus square Jupiter. There could be something here with partnerships, something around the home as well. But again, should anything come, just compromise. It's the 2 benefic planets, one of which is your ruler. And it doesn't matter what aspect they're in. They're still going to leave a little, something nice for you. So this is a great day to treat yourself. After everything, all the hard, challenging energies that you've gone through, treat yourself. Please pay attention to this. With that siren going by, that is a sign. Really go treat yourself around this time. Go, get that windshield wiper fluid you've been eyeing at Target. Go have another scoop of ice cream. Okay, have another rice at dinner. Whatever you want, just treat yourself around this time. Okay, the only thing I don't want you to do with Venus square Jupiter is overspend. Okay, or overindulge, or any of that, because neither Venus or Jupiter have an off button. All right, so now 15th, the Sun opposite Mars. As you know, this is rare. We're on Wednesday now. Now, this is also we're at the halfway point of Mars retrograde. And so the one thing I want you to do on this day, Sagittarius, is go outside. First of all, reconnect, connect with nature. But, and I mentioned this in my last live stream, okay? And I encourage you to watch my live streams because I talk about a lot of things that are relevant that I don't have time for in your weekly or monthly forecast, like numerology or, when to do taxes or, like things like that. And so if you saw my last live stream, you know that I said, on the 15th, I want you to go outside and look at Mars. It's going to be the closest to Earth that it's been in forever. It's going to be really, really, really bright. And I want you to communicate, talk to Mars, tell Mars what you want. We set intentions during new moons. We have all these manifestation rituals. But when you're actually directly speaking things to existence in nature with the planets, right? Makes a big difference. If anything, just see it. Okay? Just look at it. Now, Sun opposite Mars, it really is just, at this point, you may feel really amped up. You may feel very energetic. There's going to be a little push here that helps inspire you to take action, maybe even set some boundaries, around this time. But this is really great coming after the full moon and after the type of weeks and even months that you've had, Sagittarius. It is a good time to let something go and around the time not only feel good about it, but tell yourself, now I want to feel my best. And I will throughout the rest of the year because this is what I'm going to do for it. This is the Sun opposite Mars, all right? This is you rising above, vibrating at that high frequency. Not a day to be impulsive to. FYI. You know what it is? Did you see that movie Spider-Man? The one with Tom Holland, when, I know there's a lot, but it was the one where at the end, he didn't have his Spider-Man suit. He had to wear that like kid's Halloween costume. And so he didn't have his power suit. He didn't have his protective suit. What he had was courage. What he had was drive. He didn't need his suit. And that's what I'm saying with this opposition around this time coming after that very potent full moon. You've got all of it inside you. Okay, Sagittarius, I want you to use it. Okay, and your spidey senses, your intuition. Now, the weekend is going to be like a magic carpet ride. I really love it. All right, you got to make your own carpet, though. The universe is going to provide the magic. Now, on the 17th, on Friday, the Sun will sextile Neptune. So you're already feeling the buzz from all that Neptune energy because you're still going to be feeling it this week. And now you got the Sun sextiling Neptune. Remember, sextiles are these windows of opportunity. There's something here that's really special. And again, if you're a creative type, you're really, really going to just feel that surge. I mean, this is really great for creativity, imagination, really strong intuitive energies around this time. If you're a painter, musician, artist, filmmaker, photographer, dancer, healer. I mean, it's so inspiring. Okay, so please use this, all right? It's very spiritual, all right? Now, the 18th on Saturday, we do have Venus conjuncting Saturn. Like I said in your annual forecast, we're going to have this 3 times this year because of the retrogrades. So those are kind of like little bonuses, but it also lets Venus and Saturn kind of like dance a little bit for a couple months. So I really love this. Venus is everything that you desire, things that bring you pleasure, right? Love, money, creativity, beauty, all of that Venus represents. Saturn is bringing that stability, that structure around this time. He's making things real for you. Okay, in terms of the long term. So please take advantage of this. All right, you're just gonna feel it. You're gonna and just ride this wave. Remember, this is all happening in your 4th house of home during the full moon in Cancer, all about home. So a lot of home stuff again becoming a big thing for you. And this is setting you up for success, this aspect. So again, you want to use these aspects all the time. All right, take advantage. This is all about it really is gangbusters. It's setting you up for long-term financial structures, even relationships. But remember, Saturn does bring those reality checks, and he says, is this realistic? Like, you're gonna have a moment around this time thinking about things in your life, especially again around the home space, parents, children, your significant other, maybe even real estate. But you're gonna ask yourself, am I expending energy into something that is truly realistic? Yeah. Or is there something that I want to make really realistic around this time? So use this energy. Saturn saying, hey, use me, create the reality that you deserve. I'm going to make it happen. And on the same day, you got Mercury sextiling Saturn. So this only happens twice a year. It's pretty rare. And this is all about, there's something here where it's very possible that you sign something into existence. And it could be something that has to do with money, income, finances, salary. There's some money stuff happening for y'all. With the fact that the moon is in Cancer as well. And then you've got this Capricorn energy, the Mercury in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn, Capricorn's ruler. So there may be something here with money this week. Actually, for y'all, there's also something here with self-worth, self-value, but there is something in terms of agreements, contracts, negotiating something. I like this, and I want you to use it. Okay. So, and by the way, on the 19th, we do move into Aquarius season, but we're going to talk about that next week. And if you're a cross watcher, I forgot to say it in some signs, but that they know. We talked about your January forecast. So let's see what's going on for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see what's going on for you. All right, let's just see what's going on for you for January 13th. We're using that as a clarifier for the entire spread. Did you see it? Look what came out. Strength. What did I say? Okay. This is amazing. Okay. For Sagittarius, January 13th to the 19th. So we're going to use as it's like a wink from the universe, using it as a clarifier for the entire spread. All right. Now, Sagittarius, y'all are amazing. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, that we will. The universe already gave you a big message. Strength. Have that inner courage. Remember, I said Sun opposite Mars midweek, which you're going to feel, before, after. You're going to feel it. Have that strength, have that courage. Know that nothing is impossible. Symbol of an infinity over her head, infinite possibilities that come when you have that strength within you. Yeah? All right. So, Sagittarius, wow, you are definitely going to have a week. Oh, and the thing that I was going to say earlier is that, there's possible big time career stuff, your reputation, fame, things like that over the weekend, all right? Over the end of church bells. Wow, that's a big sign. Bells, that's vibration. Get some bells, all right? That's, anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, but anyway, let's just go ahead. Let's do this. You got the Four of Swords, right? So that's really good. I really like that for you. Moving, that's, that retreat, having that moment, okay? Knowing there's a sense of, remember I said family, home, that's all going to be a big thing for you, but there is something here where there's, and it could even be like your squad, like your friendship group, but there is a sense of knowing that you have all this support behind you, okay? But it looks like you're moving into this week and kind of like this timeout, which is great. That sense of meditation with that Four of Swords, okay? There's a lot of things here that are referencing like loved ones and partnerships and relationships. So that also may be a big theme for you, because not only did you got the Four of Swords, which is the Libra card, you got the Devil, which is Capricorn, but you have the Devil in the heart of your spread. This is literally why I've been focusing on you for this full moon and really emphasizing you've got to let something go, because it is in your 8th house. All right. So there is something that I think that you're going to recognize it. Now, what's really interesting about your spread, and I have to say this is rare because I've not seen this I would say in a really long time. When you have the Devil in the heart of your spread with a Hierophant, right, in your challenge area, we're going to talk about this, but the Devil, you see the two people, right, from the Lover's card, chained to the Devil. You've got to let something go, and it's going to have to do with a partnership or a relationship. It can be a one-on-one commitment. It can even be a friendship, and have that release. Now, I'm not telling you to cut the cord on any of this. If you feel intuitively that's something you have to do it. What I'm saying is that there could be something that you have to address, something that you have to recognize, okay? remember I said all that Uranus energy is breaking free. It's breaking free. Okay. And what's interesting is for a lot of y'all, this may have to do with career, but anyway, family, remember big theme. Recognize what is something that's potentially toxic for me that I'm just still letting, pass by, that I'm still just kind of like going along with, right? That's what the devil energy is. The devil energy is, pessimistic thinking as well. It's vices, it's addictions, it's obsessions, it's codependency, it's all of that. Okay. Now, how interesting is this with the Hierophant, right? With the Hierophant in your challenge area. Very interesting. So this is saying there's someone in your life maybe not giving you really good advice, maybe not seeing the way that you need to see things. Maybe they're not as, they need to work on their spirituality, but there's just someone that you should not be listening to, someone that may be having some sort of influence on you that could not be great. Okay. And I want you to really tap into your spirituality, okay? Because you've got the Lovers here, okay? You got the Lovers with the Devil, yeah? Right, look, the Devil, card 15, 1, 5 equals 6, referencing the Lovers, card 6, and you've got an Archangel in your crown. You want this, depth and intensity and relationships and love and maybe even business partners, family, friends, whatever it is. There's something here that you want healed. Archangel Raphael is the healer. You got that full abundance of the sun. You got to have that strength. Okay. There's something here where you truly have to recognize and let it go. And you may have to go on a really deep subconscious level too. Okay. Sagittarius, this is going to be a strong full moon. So just keep that in mind. All right. You've got that 5 of Wands in the root of your spread. So, here's the thing. It just feels like there is something that it's just this week you may feel that you are noticing you're expending energy that's not even worth on something that's not even worth their time, is what that is. Just break free. You've got that Uranus energy for you. Break free from anything that you just don't want to bring into 2025. You're not being your authentic self. You're being, spellbound by that devil. You know what I mean? Like, break free. These chains are loose. You can break free as whatever you want. You got to go deep because you got the 8 of Swords. You stay with that, it's not going to be, the best solution. So recognize, what is it that I have to break free from? And like I said, it could be the way that you're thinking about something. And there could be this conflict of like, this is what I want. Remember I said, like, Saturn's going to make you face like things like, is this realistic for you? But a lot of it will have to do with like relationships, partnerships, but it comes down to you. It comes down to you and what you want. You got to have that strength, that courage, that 8 of Swords in your future. Well, so you've got something. I'm going to show you something. Remember, I said this is a Libra card, right? The 4 of Swords, Jupiter in Libra, actually. You got the Devil, Capricorn energy with the 2 people from the Lovers card. All right. So more partnerships, relationship. Now you got the 8 of Swords in your future. It's a Gemini card. Gemini, remember, you've got Jupiter and Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there's something here. Jupiter's retrograde. Remember, that's asking you to go within, find that inner wisdom, so you can see what you need to see. This is someone who's refusing to. This is someone who is surrounded by swords. She thinks that she's built this fortress of protection where the reality is it's a prison, okay? Or thoughts too, yeah? So blindfolded, her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. So again, we are lucky to have the power to choose. You have the power to choose. Choose the timeline that makes sense for you. Choose to be on the path that is this higher frequency, okay? Your path to enlightenment, all right? I just feel like there's something here telling you, listen, go within. Don't be afraid to go deep. I'll even clarify that, 8 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. You get out of that, and it may be even just up here. You need to make this room. You got to let some things go up here, make this room for all this new potential and possibility with that Page of Wands, something new coming through. Even, pages are messengers, okay? If you are in this mode, you're not going to be receptive to messages coming through. Remember, intuition is going to be really heightened, but even in your physical world, there's something on the other side of this Eight of Swords, and it's the Page of Wands. And this is, something career related. This is something with your passions. This is something with, that you feel ambitious about, okay? Something that gets you, ooh, like I feel alive, with the wands here. They're so invigorating. So, you know what to do. All right, now let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Yeah, I would really explore, explore. All right. There's also with all this eighth house activity with a full moon in your eighth house, don't be afraid to really, really dig deep. There are even potentials for like secrets for you to come out, or you may be hearing secrets. Just keep that in mind. All right. For you, Sagittarius. All right. Now, let's get to your stuff. Okay. Okay. By the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like and subscribe and leave comments. I appreciate all that, and I really want to hear from you this week. I want to know what's happening here. Okay, you're gonna be good though. You got this sun. Did you see your January forecast? Yeah. So there you go. There you go. Hold on to that energy. Feel optimistic. Feel optimistic about the things that are about to happen in your life, the great things that are about to happen in your life once you let some things go and make room for it. Okay. This is really, really amazing. I really love this. I love the fact that, you did get the Seven of Wands because it brings a little bit more clarity here. Yeah. There is someone that, hey, you just may not be seeing eye to eye with. They could be very defensive as well, but they could also be on the offense. They're, someone, it just feels like there's this fixed energy. Like you've got to compromise. You got to see eye to eye with somebody here. And it can resonate in any way with y'all, but it's just a matter of seeing things the same way. Or maybe that's the thing that has to go, right? Or maybe that's the thing that you have to work on. There's just someone there, okay? Someone there that we need to talk about this. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. A lot of it is going to have to do with home. I mean, you just got the Four of Pentacles and money. It could be even like finances, seeing, the same way about finances, spending, things like that, right? With the Four of Pentacles. But, prioritize you at this point. Prioritize you and continue to build that structure. That's what you want here, right? That stability moving forward where you feel that, you're on steady ground. And then there you go. You got the Ten of Pentacles in your final outcome. So you're going to be fine as long as you really, really have that transformation that you secretly are seeking. And maybe it's not so secret, but you have that Ten of Pentacles in your final outcome. Look at this. Look at the abundance. I mean, big. And listen, the moon is going to be in Virgo all weekend, and I'm going to talk about that in the second spread, but that's going to be big for you. That's huge. This is a Virgo card. All right. So we're moving into this energy. And again, this card it's everything about family. So you see, that's a big theme coming up for you. You see the couple here too. So remember, partnerships, relationships could be a big thing. And again, that can be career, that can be love, that can be one-on-one commitments, it could be your sister, your, whoever, your Uber driver, it didn't matter. It just think about who that is for you. Okay. But this is amazing. The Pentacles raining down from the heavens in the form of the tree of life. All right. This is, a 10. All right. There's this wholeness here. And it's almost, and this is like your success, prosperity, your kingdom come. Look at the castle here. Look how big it is. Look how much abundance there is here. Right. With all of that harvest. It really is a matter of letting something go, recognizing what it is, to have that moment, to get to that moment. And when you can do that, you can have it all with that Page of Wands, that, Ten of Pentacles. Again, a lot of partnership, relationship heavy themes coming through, possibly work related. Okay. Just recognize what it is. Okay, Sagittarius, and you're going to be fine. You've got Ten of Pentacles. That's just That's amazing. A lot of, and very interesting. Remember what I said about Jupiter, not Jupiter, Mars and the moon, right? In your eighth house. Eighth house is also like inheritance, okay? Inheritance, investments, royalties. Again, there's money stuff happening for you this week. And you may be having conversations about money, but there you go. Okay. And this card has, the three generations here. So there's a lot of like, inheritance and passing things along and creating this legacy. Oh, it's really amazing. Sagittarius. All right. So next week, yeah, we're you're going to be communicating next week. We got some powerful stuff. We move into Aquarius season, but we kick it off with the Sun conjuncting Pluto. Oh, and then we also have Venus trine Mars. Oh my goodness. You know what happens when those two lovebirds get together. I really love that one for you. That one's going to be really deep for you. I mean, looking at what's going on for you. So we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, and then we'll do the second spread for tier 3 members. I'm going to tell you a day not to sign anything. I'm going to go through the lunations, like some really, really great ones. Okay. So, and over the weekend, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get to that. But Sagittarius, and you know where to find the link. All right. So Sagittarius, thank you so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. It's also my one time a year to say, hey, become a member if you want to become a member. Really, really, your support really helps. It goes a long way, and I am very grateful to all members. Y'all are amazing. To all subscribers, if you want to consider, because it's, I didn't reach my personal goals when it comes to like the membership. I didn't do like this crazy membership drive, but hopefully I will by the time we get to my birthday at the end of the month. But would be great to have you. You can see all the things that I do. I do these extra spreads every week for tier 3 members. Y'all are amazing, Sagittarius. Okay. Just keep that in mind. All right. I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.